Welcome everyone, John here. Today we're going to use some scrap electronic wire. Alright, this is stuff we pulled out of electronics that we've had. And you can find this stuff everywhere, already ready to go. I think we're going to use a piece of this, along with some of this red. Not sure how it's going to turn out, but I'm going to put a bale on this right here. This is one that I had cut and polished. And you can see this thing's translucent. Look at that. Really nice. So yeah, let's get set up and get started. All right, you guys, I'm uploading the video for this one right here. It turned out great. I just finished that about half an hour ago. Yeah, look at that. I think I'm going to be wearing that here in a little while. Let me set that off to the side. Just finished that. I'm trying to get a bunch of these done. So this is the one we're working on right now. Cut and polished that myself. Still needs more polishing, but drilled that hole. All right. We are going to be using this here. I don't know what piece of electronics that came out of. Let me go ahead and cut my pieces. I straighten it out. I'll be back. All right, you guys. I got my wires cut. Let's go ahead and set them. Start wrapping. I'm going to use my finger as a gauge. We're going to drop it down in there. Probably about that much. All right, close it up. And again, you guys can use any type of vise that you want, but this works. Put some duct tape on the edge. Okay, we're actually going to tie a little knot on this after the fact, but let's go ahead and start weaving it. This is going to take a while. Let me go ahead and zoom in here. Some fine line. You know, I didn't even think about it, but I can't hardly even see it. Okay, push it back down there. Around. Let's push that out of the way. And pull this around at the same time. I'm looking for my dart. I don't see it, but you know what? I have a nail sitting right here. Bring that around. Hold it in place. Down through the center, bring it around. This is so small, I might have to use my spyglass here. We're just doing a figure 8 around these wires. Yeah, let me redo this. All right, well, we're going to try this. I can actually see it. I got my magnifier. This is it. Underneath there, and it's working. Doesn't give me a whole lot of playing room here to work. But I'm going to attempt it. We're just going to keep weaving it. And I'm sorry if I keep hitting this. But as you can see, we're just doing a figure 8 around there. Line so small I can't hardly see it. Oh. Push it down into place. Make sure your coils are staying in line. You're not skipping. Boy, this stuff is small. I've been wanting to use it, but I haven't because I don't know what gauge this is. It's got to be like, I would say 26 or 28. If 24 is as thin as it is, and I'm new to this, so can't stop hitting that with my hand. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that on camera. I'm not paying attention to the camera or what's filming. I can see that it's generally lined up to catch what's going on, but I'm looking past the camera. That is turning out awesome. And it's laying right into place, I think. And you can't see me, but this stuff works like string. I mean, it's pliable, workable, and it wasn't free. I mean, we bought the stuff. Any of your adapter cords has a coil of some kind of wire in it, whether it be aluminum coated or copper. Yeah, that's looking good now. I think she's gonna like it. She was wanting to do a spider web on there, but you know what? She's gonna have to wait for that. I'll find her another red stone to do. To include, we got a heart upstairs. It's being mended like I did the other ones. Look at that. It's coming around pretty good. I need to get new lenses for these. I got one upstairs and this one here. And I'll tell you what, they come in handy. Oh, I need to do some push down here. Can't stop from hitting this. That's better. Yeah, it's much better. Now, if I can remember this little setup here, I still bump it. I can see it pretty good now. Yeah, I noticed on that last video, my nails look terrible. Look like a werewolf. I'm gonna trim them suckers up. So yeah, we were in a creek the other day and had found like 3 vintage bottles And God, I can't remember everything. 3 vintage bottles that day, and it missed a little section of creek that we normally would hit. Well, I uploaded the video onto Outdoor Fun, all one word, OUTDORRFUN. Uploaded it onto that channel, but never did a review on what we found. So I did a review from the second time we went down there, which was like 2 days later. We went to the section of creek that we missed and ended up finding some fossils. Yes, we did. I do believe it's ancient coral. To include, I find oyster shells in the creek, and I'm kind of baffled by it because they're not they're not petrified or anything like that, or turned to stone or whatever. They're coming out of the soil as if it was part of the Indian trade. I do live close to Cahokia Mounds, and these creeks were their highways, Although gosh darn it, I did it again. Although it's a small creek, I know they were processing oysters there because over 2 decades of going in this creek, I have found dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of sorry about that, oyster shells. They're just sitting right here by me. You wouldn't believe how many I've found over the years. And the thing is, I started finding them we pick up shells out of the creek. If we find them, they're rare. You never find shells in the creek. So when I started seeing oyster shells, and I knew that's what they were, I'd eaten oysters. So thinking, wow, this has got to be from Indian trade, immediately started thinking that, but didn't know whether it was from the Great Lakes or East Coast or the Gulf. Just don't know. Oh man, I am just beating that up, ain't I? That is turning out really good. So yeah. I think they utilize this whole section. We found plenty of arrowheads. That's another thing. I show the first arrowhead I found down here. It wasn't an arrowhead. You can call it an arrowhead, but it's basically a knife. And it's more than 4 inches long. It's 2.5 inches wide. And I wasn't even first time I came down there, it was like early 2000s. I'd probably been here for about 5 years, and went down there on my bike, and I was still on my bike looking down into the creek, seeing the sandbar down there, and on top of that sandbar was that piece. I was actually on the phone with somebody, and I was like, "You're not going to believe what I got to get off the phone." And yeah, I show it on the video for Outdoor Fun. This last one I think I just uploaded. So I meet my wife in 2008, and first time I take her down into the creek, she finds a piece within 5 minutes. And the thing is, it was right behind me, sticking out of the wall. I show that piece. Yeah. Hers was really nice. Both of them were really nice pieces. Hers was almost pure white with a tip so sharp you could cut paper with it. Sticking out of the wall. What do you think? You think that looks good, guys? I don't think we need much more than that. Yeah. So I'm going to tie this off, bury it. Let me get this out of the way. Get the light back on there, though. Yeah, that looks good. So, yeah, I just did that with these two wires. Let's stick this up there. You know what? I have some more wire. Let's go ahead and keep working on it. We'll finish it off. Bring that up in there real tight. All right, where are we at here? Okay. Yeah, I'll show you some of those oysters here in a second. As a matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and grab. You think I was kidding, huh? Okay. We'll get set right back up and finish that. But look at this. Look at these, you guys. This is stuff I find in the creek. They've got to be ancient. Old, old, old. Like I said, I found a bunch of them. I know they're oyster shells. I know nothing about them, though. Nothing about them. You find them falling out of the walls, though. I don't dig on the walls, but I'll pick up the ones that fall. All right, let's get back to the main attraction here. Yeah, that's crazy. Oyster shells in the creek. I knew exactly what was going on. Got to be trade of some kind. Yeah, have you guys seen how I keep my phone steady here? You'd be laughing. I'll have to do a video on just that alone. I made myself a selfie stick with a clamp on the end of it to be used for many different things by clamping onto a tree branch, my drop-down ceiling grid. This one, right now, it's on a hook that's on a board attached to the ceiling specifically for dropping down this to include my Dremel wand. And if you watch some of my videos, you've seen me with that. That's just hanging right above my head here on a hook. I got a lot of stuff on hooks right here available. I do so many different kinds of artwork, it's unreal. I'm getting ready to break out on some clay. I'm making some pots and having them fired. I'm going to try to fire it myself, but I don't want to do it right here. Wonder how much it costs to have them fired. Because I can do pottery. I've been doing pottery since I was in high school. And have made several things. I made a little statue over here. And he dried out and started flaking apart. I think the kids played with it. And I left it the way it looks. He's missing his feet, I think. Yeah. Coming apart at the waist. Looks cool. I want to do more carving and sculpting, stuff like that. I've done some. A friend of ours used a cane all the time, and he started off by hanging out, and he's like, "Can you do something on this?" So yeah, I tricked out his canes. It was pretty cool. Wonder whatever happened to them. Did some work on them. Some of them were embedded with the polished stones that we have. I would sit there, he'd come over, and I'd just pull out a knife and start carving. Old men faces, wizard faces. I think I did an eagle. Not good at that stuff. I'm already scatterbrained with the art thing to begin with. My mind has 1,500 freaking ideas going continuously. Yeah. I watch a video and I'm like, I want to do it. We've got clay down here and just sitting here waiting to be used. I just pulled off a piece of that, didn't I? I guess that was a sign. Excuse me. Okay. Let's pull a little knot down on here. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I think you can. We're just going to pull that into there. Pull it down. Right. And we're going to clip it off. Oh, wrong pliers. Wrong pair. And push that into place with my fingers. Done with that. We'll bring the light back. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. All right, you see what we got. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. The beast. And I'll be going outside and using this here in a little while. I want to polish a few pieces. All right, so let's go ahead and lock that down. Pull this out of the way. We're going to do the same thing. Basically, I'm going to put a little knot in there. Pull it tight. Pull it around the back side. Okay. I still can't see it with the crap. Yeah. We're going to force it down there. Down around the back side. Now, what we're going to do Let's take these two. And I like this side right here to be on the out. So we're going to bend this back right here. All right, and that's going to go straight into the hole there. See that? All right, now we're going to just bend it over. Actually, I wasn't supposed to bend those. Bend these back out. And these get bent around the outside edge like this. And we're trying to meet this right here, up, down, up, down. Pretty close. To right there. Okay, and you can see what I got going on. Where it stops is below there, so you can't see it. All right, these are pulled around. What we're going to do is pull one over this way, one over that way, just like so. All right, then we're going to clip it off and turn it under. Yeah, we're all tangled up with the other line here. As you can see, I got about 3/8 of an inch or so. I'm going to do that on both sides. And curl it under. And basically, you're just going to grab this tip and curl it under. It's not working for me. I can't get it. Can't get that tip. Not with these pliers. All right. Now I don't use these pliers very much, but I think we can use them today for a little bit here. They really don't like to work very well. I'm not going to lie. Got to be some cheap-ass Chinese steel there. And they like to bend. They're not hardened. Oh, I probably could harden them a little bit. All right. And you can see what I got there. Then we're basically going to turn this one around. Let's go ahead and bend this around here. By any way means necessary. All right. Now, I'll reach in there and grab these. Or grab this. This is some soft wire. Likes to bend, so you got to be careful with it. Struggling to get a hold of that piece there. But I think I got it on that one. It's not wanting to play very nice. I'll get it around there. Tell you what, getting a hold of that thing is what a pain. Will you ever get it, folks? Well, I'm trying. Just want to do everything I don't want it to do. Come on. Huh. I have succeeded with it. What a pain getting that around there. Yeah, force it back into place. Man, that took a while. All right. Jeez Louise. Let's go ahead and clip these off. And we're clipping them in about the same spot. And we're basically just curling them under that, which will be much easier. Just like so, right? And turn this one. I can keep from dropping it, just like so. And you can see what you got there. All right. This is what it's going to look like. Look at that. That red sets it off, don't it? I'm going to have to put the cerium oxide polish on there. Little buffing wheel. Clean that all up. Let the wife put a necklace on there. She's got to do that one. I just did this one earlier. So yeah, I'm going to end the video on that note. You can like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You guys all have a great day.